Big boy result, baby. This means so much for this Liverpool team. I don't think you guys understand, man. I think it's time we start seriously believing, we start seriously considering ourselves contenders. A lot of things fell into place that needed to fall into place, and we continue to march on this horrid kind of schedule that we've had. We've gotten through half of it. Now we get through the second half of it, and everything just keeps falling into place for Arne and his men. I mean, the first half was just not anything that we wanted at all. Brighton were pressing us down. We couldn't get close to them. We were chasing shadows through the entire first half. And I thought, damn, well, at least Man City's losing today, so we'll lose, and then Arsenal will lose. We keep pace with everybody. But Arne Slot said, no, we're getting a result today. And we're not going back to the Nottingham game. We're not doing that. And we got the result. The substitutions from Arne Slot were top class, a master class in substitutions. And I know the Gomez substitution was more out of a necessity, but Jones, see, I'm freaking crazy right now. Jones coming on was a game changer. Gomez coming on was a game changer. Endo put in a shift. Diaz looked good. I mean, what more can you ask from this team to fight back 1-0 down at Anfield? It could have felt like a repeat of that Nottingham game. But guess what? We storm back. And we get the result. And we go back to the top of the league. After Man City slip up, after Arsenal slip up, I don't think you guys understand how important this game, this result is against this competition that we've historically had a lot of trouble against, right? Brighton is a side that we've had so much trouble with so much resistance against this side that this result, these back-to-back results of being able to beat them in a two-game time span. And by the way, I got the predictions spot on correct for both games. So go back to the podcast episode that we just recorded. You'll see that. I said 3-2 in the previous game. I said 2-1 in this game. And that's exactly what happened. And I'll be honest, I was doubting a little bit in that first half. And I'm like, damn, Man City slip up. And of course, we have to slip up too. And we can't create any space. This is a different era. This is a different team. We're a different side now. It's not the Klopp era anymore. It's in full effect, the Arne Slot era. I am a believer. I believe in this team. I believe in this manager. I think we are on the verge of doing something special. Whether you want to believe it or not is up to you. It's completely up to you. I'm over here sweating and stuff. But guess what? I'm going to be one of those guys that's going to say Liverpool is going to win the league. I'm going to be that guy that's going to say it. If you're afraid to say it, I'll say it for you. Liverpool is going to win this league. They have the right manager. They're in the right moment with the right players in the right time. They just are. Where Man City is faltering, they don't look like themselves this season. Their heart isn't in it anymore. Back-to-back defeats for them. Where we have back-to-back victories for us against a tougher competition. Arsenal don't look the same. Arteta looks like he's probably on his way out if he doesn't win anything this season. This could be the start of something extremely special under Arne Slot. And this result is huge. It is a big boy result. Big boy performances. Big boy goals when we need them. I don't think you guys understand. This is not normal. One defeat in all competitions under a new manager with no new signings, going head to head with heavy hitters who are spending billions of dollars, quite literally billions of dollars, guys. And we've spent $10 million, $11 million on Chiesa and future-proofed our goalkeeper position. And he's not even going to be in our team until next year. I don't think you guys understand the magic that is happening right now at Anfield. And you can believe again. You can believe again. It's like what Jurgen said. I didn't teach you guys how to believe. It was already there. I just reminded you that you are the biggest and the best club in the world and just how to believe in your club again. We can believe again. Resurrected from the damn dead in this game like the Undertaker out of the casket. And we got the damn result. So I'm sorry. I know I do usually do the analytical stuff, but I had to bring the passion on this one, baby. I had to bring the passion on this game. What a result. What a game. Let's talk about the goals. Let's talk about the man of the match. And then let's talk about what's next, boys. So, the goals. Hey, credit to Brighton. I'll say that again. They are a dark horse team that I have always thought was going to be dangerous this season. And I knew they would hang around the top four. I knew Hertzeller, their manager, is a top class manager, and is probably going to be one of the best managers in the world within the next 10 years, and he will stay at that top level. What he's been able to do with St. Pauli, and then what he's been able to do with Brighton as well in such a short period of time, it can't be sniffed at. Brighton will stay around that top four. Just understand that they're going to be battling it out there. They can, I think, on their day, they can beat any team in the world. And the way that they press, I mean, they just congested that midfield to where Maka and Ryan could not get on the ball at all in that first half. And they just made it crowded. And it was just so hard being able to play out of the back. And then when they got the ball, we were chasing shadows. It was like, wait. We could not initiate our press. And they actually invited our press on and played through it so many times in that first half, and it didn't look good. It looked grim, bro. It looked grim. But Liverpool stormed back, and I can't even tell you tactically maybe what it was that Arne adjusted in that second half. The substitutes. Gomez changed this game, guys. And I'll come out and I'm gonna say it right now. Joe Gomez is the man of the match. Big boy Joe Gomez is the man of the match. He almost scored his first goal twice. I don't think he got beat one time since he came on. And I think we all forget, myself included, that Joe Gomez was considered one of the best center backs in the world. I want to say maybe 2 seasons ago when he was having that monster season alongside VVD. And we were like, damn, we got the 2 best center backs in the world right now. And Konate was third choice because he was always injured. And speaking of the Konate injury, I think we're going to be all right. I think that it was a tough one. From what I understand is that VVD stepped on Konate's arm or his hand, and I'm hoping it's not a break or a fracture or anything like that, but I think he should be okay. I don't know. We'll see. Those types of injuries where it's not like the leg or the foot or anything like that. It's like a shoulder, or you can't run with a broken arm or a broken shoulder or anything like that. But we may see him cast up in a game or something like that, or a soft cast. We'll see what ends up happening. But Joe Gomez reminded everybody that he is that dog. And if we need him, he's there every single time we call on him. Left back, right back, center back, defensive midfielder. Joe Gomez does whatever we need him to do in the squad, and he is an unsung hero. Doesn't get his praise is saying enough. I'm here to sing his praise. Massive match for Joe Gomez. He is my undisputed man of the match. Came on and changed the entire game, and Konate wasn't having a bad game. That's the crazy thing. But Joe was winning every 50-50, every duel, every header in the air. They could not get past the man. And Joe coming in gave Trent the confidence to bounce back from a bad first half and have a solid second half defensively and make some huge tackles for this team. This is a performance that you want to see. Instead of a blowout, these are the performances that I love. I don't want a blowout. I don't want 5-0. I don't want 6-0. That doesn't tell you anything about the team. These games tell you everything about your team. These games tell you what your team is made of. And it looks like we're made of some tough shit. It looks like we're made of some tough stuff, this team. And Arne Slot is the man at the wheel, and he's the one that should be in charge of this team, man. I loved it. And then Mo Salah popping up with a big boy goal. I believe he's on 18 goal contributions, which is mad. Understand, we are in November. He's on track to have 50 goal contributions by the end of the year, guys. That's insane. And he is 32 years old. Everyone's writing him off. Everyone's telling him to go to Saudi Arabia. He can't even make the Ballon d'Or list. Not even invited to the event. And he's on track to have 50 goals and assists this season. I don't think we understand what's actually happening at Liverpool. And I think it's very easy to criticize some of the performances. It's easy to criticize Arne Slot and have doubt in this team because you just don't want to believe, but you can believe now, boys. It's the real deal. We've created space against City. We'll see if they bounce back. Arsenal are out of this title race. Forget about them. It's time to lock in. I'm loving what I'm seeing, boys. I'm loving what I'm seeing. I keep calling him Joe Gomez. Curtis Jones, baby. I owe you an apology. I'm not familiar with your game. I wasn't familiar with your game, boy. Dang, man. Curtis has to figure out how he's going to become more consistent. If he does, undisputed starter for our team. I think he's another one that came on and gave our midfield some rhythm in the ability and ball carrying, which I am very critical of Curtis Jones, of carrying the ball a little bit too much and carrying it backwards and playing backwards pass. He didn't do that today. Full of confidence, came on and was ready to make a difference. And the Brighton midfield couldn't touch him. They couldn't get close to him. They couldn't touch him. And he should have had a goal and probably could have had a goal, had that little cute little drag back that he got from that Salah pass and almost slotted it in. But Brighton is a good team, good, very well drilled defensively, but still very exciting. It was like a basketball game towards the end of that game, end-to-end stuff, running back and forth, which we've seen a lot during the Klopp era, we know. But last thoughts. Thank you, Anfield. Thank you, Anfield, for showing up today. I felt I was in the stadium when that first Gakpo goal came in. And by the way, Cody Gakpo needs to start for our team. Phenomenal performance today. Not just the goal with a little bit of luck, but he was one of the few performers in the first half and what is obviously into the second half that was consistent, that continued to be threatening, didn't give the ball away very much, and kept putting it into areas where he could either create a goal or score a goal. Outstanding player, and I want him to stay in that starting winger role, and we'll see what ends up happening there. But I felt Anfield today. I felt I was there. I was singing in the front room, screaming my head off. My wife is like, "What is going on down there?" Up the fucking Reds. That's all I really got to say, man. We march on. We march on. Our next game. Who are we playing next? I'm all over the place right now. Our next game, we play Leverkusen. The next game is Leverkusen. That's a game we can win. That's a game we should win. We got Villa after that, Southampton, Madrid, and City. Bring them all on. We're ready. I'll see you guys on the next one. Let me know who your guys' man of the match was, by the way. Tell me who you guys were screaming. What were your reactions to this match? I'm lit. I'm excited. I'm about to go sit down somewhere. I'm sweating everywhere. I'm about to go eat me some breakfast. I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.